Really want to be taking this whole thing off, so it's raining. I hate this weather so much. I was looking at it, it was hammering it down with rain, and it looks like I can't see any water. Oh, I think I just felt a bit of water. Timing of that, wait. Found some water. Where's that coming from? God damn it! Yeah, there's definitely some water here. Let me show you. This bit here, there's a hole here, and that feels like there's some dampness. So the other side is also damp. So the rest of it feels dry. This one, bone dry. This one seems bone dry, but that looks wet, but I don't think it is. I think it's, no, we're good. This one seems dry. It's just there. There's a bit of water going on there. We've got to go up and investigate. Are you guys ready to do another roof session? You don't want to leak, do you? Not really sure what to do about that. Maybe silicone it. Maybe silicone around the screws. I'm wondering if maybe the screws aren't quite tight enough. Maybe I'll give them a quick tighten up. Yeah, let's do that. That could be the play. I was checking around the area to see if there was any obvious signs of where the leak could come from. So in theory, if we can find an easy and obvious leak area, then it should be an easier fix. So I keep looking. Wait a minute. That looks like that could be where, that's where the holes, that's where the water's going in. I see it. Can you see it? Just here, where my finger is. I'll move the finger out of the way. Now, I don't really want to be taking this whole thing off. So, and the thing is, they reckon silicone doesn't really work on the mastic. So I feel like I'm going to have to I am going to have to cut away some of this and then silicone it, maybe. Yeah, I'm just going to like cut that bit out, put some silicone on that area. But the rest of it seems to hold. It's going to cause a problem though, because if I get the Stanley knife in there, it's going to scratch the metal. I think that's the answer. I'm just going to have to cut a piece out. That's such a shame. It looked like overall it was going to do a really good job. We were so close. So it's time to just get on with it and do it. I had to cut a section out of the mastic tape, but I also had to be careful not to mark the metal, as this will obviously penetrate the paint and be an opening for rust. So obviously I'm trying to be careful, but also at the same time, at the back of my mind, I am worried that this is not going to work. So once I cut it away, I wipe the surface clean, just tidy it up a little bit, get those last little bits, and then it will be time to put on the silicone. The silicone I'm using is the Sikaflex 522, which is what is recommended for these type of situations. So I try my best to spread it around, make sure all the holes and gaps are covered. And then while I'm up there and I'm using the silicone, I made sure I siliconed all the screws. Today was a cold day, so I did have to take a small break and warm my hands up, because working with cold hands is not ideal. After my hands are warm, I will then be able to plan the skylight. This is the skylight. Hopefully we'll get to do this tomorrow, because the weather looks good for it. So I didn't want to start anything too big, and there was still a little bit to work on the bed, so I decided to work on the bed instead. So this is the plate we're going to use. This is going to join to the wooden frame. So this is what's going to hold it down basically. It is going to need a washer though. And unfortunately, while I was drilling these plates in, I realised that the rivet nuts that I glued into the wood just ended up spinning and weren't working. So instead, I did need to find myself some wooden rivet nuts. And hopefully, while we're waiting for the silicone to dry, we won't get any more rain. Surely not. It's raining. I hate this weather so much. Oh, please leave me alone. I need my silicone to dry. It's not going to dry with this rain. I mean, it's not hammering it down. And I had no idea why I thought that living in the UK it wouldn't rain. But next, I started to think about tomorrow and how I was going to install the skylight, and if I was going to reuse that mastic strip tape or whether I was going to go with the silicone approach. But with the leak on the fan, I'm now considering whether I want to use the mastic or not. Because overall I think it was quite effective. I think I got a little bit unlucky with how I applied it. I'm going to use that again. So I've ordered some. Should arrive tomorrow. Depends if it's arrive tomorrow evening, which is annoying if it is. I've ordered the wood threaded nuts. And they can be drilled in using a hex. So the parts are ordered now for the bed. And thanks again for watching. If you like the content, please hit that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.